Hi there, I'm Mark Marshall from Sandila Conservation. I'm going to be talking about bats. Yes, a lot of people are scared of bats. In fact, I get called out quite a few times a year to go to someone's house to catch a bat in their lounge or in their bedroom because they are so scared of bats. Why are people scared of bats? Think about it. It's a mouse that flies. It's a rodent looking creature with wings. And if you ever had to look close up at a bat's face, they have very funny looking faces. You get bats that are called the Cape Serotine bat, you get the Tomb Raider bats, you get the horseshoe face bats. Very odd looking bats with very odd names because of what they look like. Now, bats are very clever in the environment at night when they fly. They obviously, most of them are nocturnal, in other words, fly at nighttime. Some of them fly out during the day, but most of them are nocturnal creatures. Some bats have only fly just above the tree line, catching the insects. Yet you get the high flyers. They fly very high, so high that you can almost not even see them. Now, these bats are the ones that people are afraid of when they collide with them in the airplanes at night and things like that. But generally, the bats like to sit right above the tree line between the trees because that's where they find a lot of insects to actually catch. Now, how do they catch an insect? Do they chase after it and catch it in midair like a bird? No, they rely on what they call their sonar. They zoom in on something. Now, the problem is people say, but I have had a bat that's actually flown right into my wall. Now, is it blind? No, the reason why is that animal is so focused on the insect when it's trying to catch the insect that the insect lands on the wall and they still think the insect is flying and then they'll smack right into the wall, catching that insect and then obviously injuring themselves. If you find a little bat, first thing to do, keep him nice and warm and then take him to a vet. There's a lot of vets that actually know how to handle them. Unfortunately, if a bat has a tear in its wing, it can actually be fixed up and healed and the little guy will survive. Problem is they eat a lot of insects. Most bats eat insects. So that's why you've got to have a good supply of insects, keep them warm, and bats have to leave their home every day or every night to go and get a drink of water. Without water, bats will die. They need water. They are dependent on water. That's why you'll always find bats flying around a dam or a river at night because they're having a drink of water. They need that water. We are fortunate enough in South Africa to have what we call the epauletted fruit bat, which is a big bat, and he likes to eat fruit only. So this guy's a friendly little guy. He actually looks like a miniature flying fox bat, a very cute looking thing. But this guy keeps people up at night. I've been called out to people's houses before because they thought a car alarm was going off all the time. It makes a ping scat for 3 hours nonstop. All right, so you've got this pinging sound all the time, and some people have moved out of their houses because they can't handle this pinging all night long. All you need is three bats pinging like that all night, and you're not going to sleep. But some people get so used to it that when they don't hear the pinging, they phone me and say, "Mark, what's happened to the bats? The bats disappeared." But that is because they've obviously found another fruit tree somewhere, like a big ficus fig tree or something, and they're going to eat fruit from that tree for a while and they'll stay there. A lot of people can actually see these big bats at night or during the day sleeping when they see them hanging from big palm tree leaves. They love palm tree leaves, or they can actually hide right underneath the railing of your front door, and they don't mind you walking in and out of the house, they'll just stay there. So, bats are lovely creatures. They do not hunt you down. They don't get stuck in your hair at night. A lot of people think they get stuck in your hair. They chase after you. They don't. They want to stay away from you. Unfortunately, you get the accidental one that just lands on you by accident or falls to the ground in front of you. But those little guys just need a little bit of help. Keep them warm and release them the next night. I hope you enjoyed this and you learned a lot about little bats. And feel free to log on to sandula.co.za or Mark Marshall Sandula Conservation Facebook. Thanks.